Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you walked into a new restaurant, a new shop, or even a new hair salon without looking it up on your phone first?
Honestly, I can't remember. It feels almost reckless now, doesn't it? Like going on a blind date without seeing a photo first.
Exactly. And that is exactly where we need to start today. We are diving into the world of beauty business management, specifically focusing on that massive, sometimes overwhelming beast, social media. But we aren't talking about viral dances or influencers just yet. We're talking about the foundation.
Right? Because the landscape has shifted. It used to be that your shop front, the glass, the signage, the way the receptionist smiled when you walked in was your first impression. But today, that physical door is the second door the client walks through.
So what's the first door?
The screen, the phone in their hand. That is the digital shop front. And here is the scary part, or maybe the exciting part, depending on how you look at it. That digital shop front is open 24/7, and people are judging it long before they ever meet you.
It's interesting you use the word judging. It sounds harsh, but it's the reality of consumer behaviour, isn't it? I was reading through the course material for this module, and the numbers are staggering.
They really are. We're looking at data suggesting that around 70% of beauty clients in Australia discover a new salon specifically through social media. That is 7 out of 10 people. If you aren't on there, you are invisible to the majority of the market.
And it goes deeper than just discovery, doesn't it? It's not just, oh, look, a salon. It's the vetting process.
Precisely. The statistic that really jumped out at me was that over 85% of people research a beauty service online before booking. Think about the psychology of that. Beauty services are intimate. You are letting someone touch your face, your hair, your skin. It's high trust.
So they are scrolling through your feed to reduce their anxiety?
That's a perfect way to put it. They are looking for risk mitigation. They want to see the photos, read the reviews, and most importantly, catch the vibe. They need to know if they belong there before they commit.
That brings us to this concept of brand personality. I feel like this is a buzzword that gets thrown around a lot in marketing, but for a salon owner, what does that actually look like practically?
It's about the feeling. You know, when you walk into a luxury spa and the lighting is low, it smells like eucalyptus, and everyone whispers, that's a personality. Now compare that to a high-energy nail bar with neon signs and pop music blasting.
Both are valid businesses.
100%. But your social media has to match that physical reality. If your Instagram is chaotic and loud, but your salon is trying to be a Zen sanctuary, you've broken the trust before the client even arrives. There's a disconnect.
The material suggests a really practical exercise for this, picking 3 words, just 3.
I love this exercise because it forces focus. If you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to anyone. So sit down and write 3 words. Maybe it's warm, elegant, expert.
Okay, so if those are my words, and I take a photo of a half-eaten sandwich on the reception desk and post it to my story.
Then you have failed the filter test. Does a half-eaten sandwich scream elegant? Probably not. But if your 3 words were raw, funny, chaotic, maybe the sandwich works.
I see. So these words act as a gatekeeper for your content.
Exactly. It stops you from posting just for the sake of posting. Every image, every caption should reinforce those 3 words. It builds an authentic identity. And in an industry flooded with competition, authenticity is the currency.
Let's pivot a bit to the where, because this is where I think a lot of business owners get burnout. They feel like they need to be an octopus. On Twitter, Facebook, articles, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Pinterest, it's exhausting just listing them.
It's a recipe for disaster. The advice here is very clear. Do not try to be everywhere. Start with 1 or 2 platforms and dominate them. Do them really well.
So how do you choose? If I'm a hairstylist specializing in color corrections, where should I be?
Well, let's look at the strengths of the platforms. Instagram is the non-negotiable for beauty, in my opinion. It is your visual portfolio. It's where the before and afters live. It's where the aesthetic is king.
And TikTok? Is that just for the kids?
Not anymore. TikTok is fascinating because it's about discovery and realness. Instagram is polished. TikTok is personality. If you want to show the fun side of your staff or do a quick raw tutorial on how to maintain bangs, TikTok is fantastic. It has a viral potential that Instagram sometimes lacks.
What about the others? Facebook feels a bit older?
It skews older, yes, but do not underestimate it for local community building. Facebook is where the local moms groups are. It's where people ask for recommendations. It's great for events, reviews, and updates. If you're a local business, you need a local presence.
And LinkedIn? That feels like the odd one out for a beauty salon.
It does, but think about the B2B angle. If your salon wants to partner with high-end hotels, or if you're looking to hire top-tier managers, or you're networking with suppliers, that's LinkedIn. It's not for finding clients who want a wax, it's for building the business reputation.
And Pinterest?
Pinterest is the dream board. That's where the client goes before they even know they want to book. They are looking for fall hair trends or bridal makeup. If your content is there, you are planting a seed in their imagination.
So the strategy is go where your specific clients are hanging out.
Correct. If your clients are corporate women in their 40s, maybe Instagram and LinkedIn are your mix. If you target Gen Z students, it's TikTok and Instagram. Don't yell into an empty room just because everyone else is doing it.
I love that. Don't yell into an empty room. Now, let's talk about the dreaded P word, planning.
Ah, yes, the I'll just post when I feel inspired strategy.
Which usually means posting nothing for 3 weeks and then spamming 5 photos in 1 hour.
Exactly. Social media without a plan is just noise. It's digital clutter. We need to talk about SMART goals.
SMART is an acronym, right? Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound.
That's the one. Most people say, I want more followers. That is a terrible goal.
Why?
Because it's vague. And honestly, it's a vanity metric. You can have 10,000 followers, but if they live in another country and never book an appointment, they are useless to your business.
So what's a better goal?
A SMART goal would be, I want to increase new client bookings by 20% over the next 3 months, specifically through Instagram DMs.
I see the difference. It's specific, there's a deadline, and it ties directly to revenue.
And because it's measurable, you can actually track if it's working. This brings us to the metrics: reach, engagement, and conversions.
Can we break those down? I feel like people mix them up.
Sure, reach is simply how many eyeballs saw your post. It's awareness. It's the equivalent of people walking past your window.
Okay.
Engagement is when they stop and look. They like, they comment, they share, they save. This is crucial because it signals to the algorithm and to you that the content resonates. They are interested.
And conversions?
That's the holy grail. That's when they click book now. That's when they buy the shampoo you recommended. That is the moment the digital viewer becomes a physical client.
So if I have high reach but low conversion?
It means your content is catchy, but your offer isn't compelling, or maybe the link in your bio is broken. It allows you to diagnose the problem. Less guessing, more strategy.
It really turns the social media manager into a bit of a scientist. You're testing hypotheses.
That's a great way to view it. You aren't just an artist, you're a data analyst. But, and this is a big but, we shouldn't lose sight of the human element.
Which brings us full circle to what we started with, the vibe.
Right. We've talked about algorithms and platforms and metrics. But at the end of the day, social media for a beauty business is about connection.
It's intimate.
It is. You're asking people to trust you with their self-image. Your social media is the bridge between their insecurity and their confidence. When you post a transformation photo, you aren't just showing a haircut, you're showing someone feeling good about themselves.
That's a powerful reframing. It's not marketing, it's storytelling.
Exactly. Every smile, every review, every behind the scenes clip of you mixing color, it tells the story that we are professionals, we are safe, and we are going to take care of you.
And that consistency builds the relationship before they even walk in.
It does. It means when they finally sit in your chair, they feel like they already know you. The ice is already broken.
So, to wrap this up, if there is one listener out there who is terrified of starting, who has a blank Instagram page and is paralyzed by perfectionism, what do you say to them?
I would say, go back to your 3 words. Define who you are. Then pick one platform, just one, and start sharing your work. Don't worry about being an influencer. Worry about being helpful to the client who is looking for you right now.
Because they are looking.
They are looking, and right now, if you aren't there, they are finding someone else.
That is the reality check we needed. It's not about vanity, it's about visibility and viability in the modern world.
Absolutely. It's the digital mirror, and you want to make sure the reflection looks as good as the reality.
Well, that brings us to the end of this module's deep dive. We've covered the shift in consumer behaviour, the power of brand personality, platform strategy, and the importance of setting concrete goals.
A lot of ground covered, but really it's just the beginning. The tools will change, the algorithms will update, but that core need for trust and connection, that's never going away.
A timeless truth in a digital world. Thank you for breaking this down with me today.
Always a pleasure.
And for everyone listening, take a look at your phone. Look at your own digital shopfront. Does it look like a place you'd want to visit? If not, you know what to do. We'll catch you in the next episode.
See you then.